coming at you again with the top 10 worst cities to live in Oklahoma. For some reason, Ponca City can't get off that fucking list. I mean, we've dropped down a little bit, but we're still on that motherfucker. We're ranked number 7. And these will show you exactly how they get that rating. It's all done on violent crime reports, you know, on crimes and stuff. We rank number 7 in Oklahoma. We're not a very big city. Guess whose fault that is? The crime rate? Oh, yeah. Brian Hermanson. Nobody else can take the blame for it except for Brian Hermanson. And, you know, it does fall on our mayor, on Kelsey Wagner, because she needs to stand the fuck up to Brian Hermanson. And she needs to put her fucking foot down and say, I'm tired of you ruining my city. You either need to leave or step the fuck up, is what she needs to do. Well, actually, what we need to do is what Payne County is doing to their DA and do a citizens grand jury. Which I would like to know from anybody who would like to comment, would you sign a petition if it was done up? I really believe it is time to have that done with Brian Hermanson, because we can't get anybody to run against him because they're all too afraid, because they know he'll retaliate. He's a fucking criminal. And after what he did to Scott Loftus, nobody wants to run against him. It's fucking sad. It is terrible that this man has caused so much fear that he's run unopposed so many times. And he's absolutely doing the worst job possible. Like, if you say you have confidence in our justice system in K County, you're a fucking idiot. And you're lying. Because there is no confidence. I mean, look at this fucking, just earlier this year, they lost a murder trial. Guess what? The fucking kid went and committed an armed robbery. You know, if they would have spent as much time on that murder trial as they've spent on my fucking false charges, they could have possibly won. But no, they lost. I just can't believe it took them less time to do a fucking murder trial and lose it than it has for me to get my day in court. Why? Because what I'm facing is false charges, and they know it. And so they're going to try to drag it out to either get a mistrial or to get me to plea out, which I'm not pleading out. And so mark my words, guys, they're going to do everything possible to create a mistrial. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I call it. I swear to you, that's what's going to happen. They're going to create a mistrial so that I can't sue. Guarantee it, guys. Promise you. That is what's going to happen. A mistrial. Because they know they can't fucking win. There's no way. I have GPS tracking. I have too many witnesses. There's just no way. They know they can't. This is bullshit. They spent more time on fucking trying to ruin me, all because I spoke up about the shit job they've been doing. It's pretty sad that they would spend that much time and resources, tax dollars and stuff, on false stalking charges than they would on a murder fucking case, guys. 4 years. Going on 4 fucking years that I have been fighting this bullshit. Not even barely a year it took them to lose a murder trial. And then the kid goes and fucking commits armed robbery. And just like last year, the kid that was brought up on gun charges, and within a month of getting his fucking cushy plea deal, he fucking went to Stillwater and shot somebody. So please, if you have confidence in our justice system, please leave a comment and tell me why, how, like what they've done to give you confidence in them. Because I don't know anybody I've talked to that has any confidence in our DAs, in our judges, in anything that is up there in Newkirk, in that fucking big ass building. I have confidence in none of them. But guys, if you think we should do a petition, a grand jury petition, let me know in the comments. I will start researching it, and I think that's the only way we're going to get Brian Hermanson, get any justice for the injustice that he's caused. That's what we need, is justice for his injustice. He's absolutely a criminal. He's absolutely abused his power and authority over and over again and has gotten away with it. One reason is because he's rich and powerful, and because Gettner Drummond has covered for him a lot. I have a picture of him with Gettner Drummond. You know, him and Brian Hermanson. Well, if we as citizens do this grand jury, I mean, Gettner Drummond's trying to protect Payne County's DA. We already see that. But if the citizens come out, like, which I think they could get the 3,000 some odd signatures that he's saying they need, even though that's not what the law says. That's just what Gettner Drummond's trying to say. But the law doesn't say that. And the judge and stuff has already ruled that they needed 800 and some odd, and they ended up getting 2,000, like 2,500 signatures. Now Gettner Drummond's trying to say they need 3,000 and some odd. That's bullshit. The law states 16% of the votes. And that was what the court ruled on, was 800 and, some odd. But here comes Gettner Drummond trying to protect his corrupt buddies because he's corrupt. So guys, tell me, what do you think about us being in number 7 most worst cities in Oklahoma? And I also put a challenge out there for Kelsey Wagner. And Bohan, I know you watch my channel. So, pass this message on. I challenge her to stand up to Brian Hermanson. Stand up and say, I'm tired of you ruining my city. I'm tired of you doing a lousy job of protecting your citizens. Do what you were voted in to do and stand up for us, the citizens. Because so far you're not. And Brian Hermanson is ruining your city, Kelsey. It is your city. Time to stand up and show us that you've got some guts, that you've got some courage to stand up to a corrupt piece of shit district attorney and tell him you're tired of him releasing criminals back out with just a slap on the wrist for terrible crimes, and then they go commit more crimes, and then you just do the same thing, slap on the wrist, release them right back out. Kelsey, stand the fuck up and show us that you're the mayor we need and the one we want. Guys, take care out there. Always film the police and be safe.